Alright, what'd you think of the movie?
It was, I loved it. It was really good, but not as good as the first one. But
Yeah, the first one
the
was the best.
ending, where she gets hit by the fucking little thing from the chopper, I like the little pipe. I mean, yeah, of course she's gonna die, and would die from that fucking force of impact. But
Hmm.
how they brought her back to life, you know what? That was pretty realistic. I didn't mind that.
That
I
was
was
okay.
okay with that because I mean, it's a movie, and there's lots of movies where it's like that. But I mean, I was completely fine with them bringing her back to life, but I was not okay with the fucking powers they gave her, where
Like,
she could fucking
mentally
like,
killing that guy?
yeah, like that was
And
fucking
mentally
crazy.
hacking the security cameras?
Yeah, I found that retarded. And then, and then the for like I don't understand you can't you know what you can physically control someone with like chips and shit. I'm sure that's possible already. I'm sure mind control is possible already with fucking all these things we have these days, but U.S. government doesn't tell anybody that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Russians are probably better, but but my
Alright.
point is it's a great movie, but that ending where she has all these powers, she's still mutated with the fucking T-virus, but she didn't have those powers when she was mutated with the T-virus before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, where the fuck does she just get these random powers now? Like, and then second point is why did they let her leave? I mean, that is retarded.
So they could make another movie.
Well, exactly, but I mean, it's like, yeah, you can make another movie, go ahead, but you could have ended that a lot better without her having all these mind control powers and all this bullshit. And it's like, also, how did I mean, it should have shown and explained it better for when they put her, when she was in that container and being brought back to life and shit.
Right.
Because I do know that the T virus, um I know that it can regenerate your body and shit, and that that's how
Mm-hmm.
she bonded. They did say that, so that is fair that they took the pipe out of her and she regenerated. But the point is, they didn't show or explain how the fuck they have, for instance, you know how her eyes flash the logo.
Right.
They could that
Which
obviously
is
shows us that,
useless.
but no, it's obviously showing us that they're controlling her somehow.
Mm-hmm.
In some way they're controlling her a bit. Maybe watching what she does and shit through her eyes. I don't know, but I wish they would have explained that better. And another thing is their logo. It's pissing me off. You know, their first movie, it was not this bad. Okay, but now that they've hit in the fucking last one, oh my god, the last one, it's unbelievable how many times they sold their logo. You know, Umbrella Corporation isn't a fucking real fucking company. Why do you need to spread this logo so much?
What about every other shot was in low frame rate?
Oh my god.
What about how what was the main character's name?
The main character, her name is
Yeah,
Alice, which I
Alice.
don't. That wasn't her name in the first movie, was it?
I don't know.
I don't believe her name was. I think it was Claire. So I don't like how they. I mean, I wish she would have remembered her real name and she'd not fucking calling herself Alice all of a sudden.
What?
I,
Maybe her real name was Alice.
I'm very sure it was Claire.
Okay, well.
I'm positive it was, because I know that our guy was named that her fake husband was named Spencer, and I'm pretty sure I remember him calling her Claire. And I don't like the whole bullshit with them, you know. Like when you they have created one of the best zombie movies out there. The first one that they ever created was the best zombie movie ever made. But when they hit number two, they started to go way too far with it, because especially in the ending of number one, you know what, they're bad at endings. Is what I have to say. A lot of the show for number two and one so far have been really good, but the endings, they always don't know how to end them. They end them really bad. Like the first ending, I did not like how all of a sudden they get out of the hive and there's all these scientists and they fucking grab them and shit. I mean, I understand that this corporation is developing these diseases and that fucking basically hiding it from the government. The government doesn't know dick all, or they're paying off the government authorities. I understand that, but I don't like how all of a sudden they're there. I honestly would have liked the ending if she just gave the guy the cure and stuff. And you know what? You could have still had a second movie, because like you could have still had a second movie and they could have escaped and everything, and then when they get like it could just show the scientists there and saying or doing like they could have done it better where they still say let's reopen the hive or whatever so they can have a second movie, right?
Mhm.
And then the second movie that we just watched, it's the ending is again it's retarded. It's not it's a very bad ending. And we haven't watched all the other ones yet, but for instance, number 5 we watched recently. The ending for that was
That whole
fucking
movie
retarded.
was retarded.
The whole movie was retarded, but I mean, the ending was the worst. The fucking White House, you know, like you see all these zombies around the White House, but it's like, think about it. If you're sitting there building a wall around the White House, and wait, actually, you know what? This is even better. Is how the fuck did they Umbrella manage to get a fucking random wall fucking popping out of their ass all around fucking Raccoon City within 5 seconds? Where did this wall come from, you know? Did it just come out of their ass and fucking fly up the city? Like, fuck.
Well, I'm sure they could have done that.
You know what? Yeah, but no, how the fuck could they do that?
Just on the roads?
No, Rick, the wall went all around the city.
When? When did that happen?
Did you not see that? The wall was all around the city, Rick. It's just like the White House at the end of number 5.
No.
There's a fucking jump all around the White House, except it's bigger. It's got flamethrowers. It's gay. Fucking stupid.
Alright, how about how Alice knew that to go to the church? There was no reason for her to go to that church. Did I lose you?
Sorry, my mic died.
Nice.
So what were you saying?
How Alice knew to meet those people at that church. There was no reason for her to go to that church.
You know, I have to say, I don't know what to say to that, but she did bond with the T-Virus, so I don't know. But maybe there is, like, I don't know all her powers of the T-Virus. I do know she has that fucking superpower of jumping and strength and all this crazy shit. But it's like, she must have some sensibility or something that allows her to know where these where these giant creatures are and shit.
Okay. Alright, how about the people in the graveyard coming back to life?
What, you think that was bullshit?
Yeah, people that have been dead for a couple years already.
Yeah, they would have been bones. Yeah, that's true. I mean, some of them probably would have been able to come up, but I mean, there's too many for the graveyard was pretty small too, right? I don't think it was too big of bullshit because like every zombie movie, they're popping out of the graves and shit. But I mean, they could have made a couple of them been bones and shit and not have popped up, but.
Alright.
The zombie, that's what they're supposed to do, right?
Alright, how about they said the Star agents were very highly trained, yet that sniper had headphones in listening to music?
I thought that was
No.
fine. I mean, if I was a sniper, and I was fucking sitting there at a zombie apocalypse, I'd have my fucking headphones on.
Then you get blown up.
How would you get blown
That
up?
guy got blown up.
Well, yeah, but he didn't fucking see a rocket launcher. Okay, maybe he did, but I mean, what the fuck would have it done if he had earphones out?
I just thought that was pretty stupid. Alright, how about... Oh yeah, how he could fix his daughter's legs, but not his own.
See, I don't know what to say to that one. I mean, see, he bonded his daughter basically with the T-Virus.
Because she couldn't walk.
And, yeah, he basically used the T-Virus to regenerate her legs, right? And so, I'm, like, this sounds like a dick of a father, but maybe he didn't want to inject himself with the T-Virus, right? But, I mean, he also could have had a worse disease, because you saw he was in a wheelchair. His daughter just was in crutches, so he could be completely paralyzed, you know,
Mm-hmm.
from
Right. Those are.
like he could be.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Those are. Those were all the points I had.